Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. The load shedding will remain suspended until 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. Eskom says that it's due to a slight improvement in generation capacity and lower demand of load shedding. Stage 2 load shedding will then be implemented. Stage 3 will be implemented on 4 p.m. At 4 p.m. on Wednesday. That's until 5 a.m. on Thursday. Meanwhile, the newly appointed Electricity Minister, Kgosientsho Ramokgopa, is on the second day of his tour of power stations. He's been visiting Kusile. Our reporter, Mweli Masilela, has been following the Electricity Minister on his visit. A very good afternoon to you, Mweli. As you follow the new minister, what are some of the observations you're making?
It's interesting, Paul, that you're mentioning the issue of load shedding being suspended at 5 a.m. tomorrow. And in fact, that's a question I asked the minister yesterday when he visited Grill as well as Duba power station as to where is this capacity coming from now. And well, what he had to say is that indeed they are taking over from the work that has been done by other leaders in government as far as addressing the issue of load shedding is concerned, and there has been improvement currently looking into the generation capacity at most of the power stations. In fact, he said it's up to 70% in terms of capacity in some of the power stations, Eskom power stations. So even at Kusile, I think Kusile remains the biggest headache for the minister, because there's only one unit operating there, and the reason is that there was that collapse of the chimney, which actually forced Eskom to actually switch off two other units that were already operational. But the minister is saying that work is being done to repair that chimney so that other units can be brought up as well, so that they can contribute into the grid. But another element for that I asked him about, the fact that there was that collapse, it certainly points out maybe to negligence and as some have been saying, sabotage. But then on that side, even the general manager of Kusile Power Station did say that there's currently an investigation to find out as to what exactly transpired. But the minister coming out there to say that in as far as they are concerned, the problem currently at Kusile, they can't attribute it to corruption. They can only attribute to failures in terms of design in as far as that power station is concerned. Let's take a listen in terms of what he had to say.
So all I know is that the problems with regards to the challenges that we have had here, these are technical problems. They have nothing to do with the so-called corruption. I'm going to meet Labour. I'm sure they'll raise other issues. But from the issues that have been raised with me with regards to the units that have gone out as a result of the structural integrity of the chimney and the issues around the design component of FGDs have nothing to do with corruption. Everything to do with technical designs, the significant modifications that they are making, and I'm very happy with the modifications that they are proposing. So no, here, at least on the version of management and the conversations we have had of the 5 units that are out of operations, have nothing to do with the corruption, but everything to do with the technical designs, and we are correcting those designs so that they don't get to recur going into the future.
So that's the minister in the presidency responsible for electricity, Dr. Kgosientsho Ramokgopa. Well, another issue that is actually coming up is that he has given South Africans an assurance that we won't see the situation going beyond stage 6, which we have already experienced here in South Africa. He's saying that the work that is currently being done, including getting the first-hand information at the power station level, which is what he's doing now, is very critical in engaging the workers in terms of some of the challenges and also the possible solutions in as far as the issue of the energy crisis is concerned. He believes that most of the people in charge in management, they are willing to actually make that contribution to see this matter being addressed. But on a positive note from his side is saying that so far from the power stations that he has visited, it is very clear that indeed the energy availability will be improved. So there is an expectation that in a space of 8 months there will be, especially at Kusile power stations, those 4 other units will be up, and then he said the other units, because it's supposed to be 6 units in total, the other units will be up in February next year. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
But I think what is encouraging is that we are confident that about four units will come on stream by end of this year, and then the additional one will come on stream by February of next year. So I really needed to get a grip on where do we draw that confidence that these units will come on stream by the period that they had projected. What are the kind of resources that are required? What are the kind of technical issues that we have been experiencing? I'm more than confident that with the numbers that they've shared with me, that it's a basis for us to have a conversation.
Very well, Mweli Masilela, we're going to have to leave it there for now, but of course wrapping up what has been happening on his tour, Electricity Minister Kgosientsho Ramokgopa.